Everyone, and welcome to episode 20 of Conquer the Curse at Benfica with me, the United City FM. Welcome along. So, we reached the quarter-final second leg of our Champions League match against Borussia Dortmund. We've beaten Barcelona. We've been drawn against Borussia Dortmund. The away fixture in the first leg saw us get a 3-2 win. Can we see the job out today? Let's find out. So, as we've seen, we are doing brilliantly well. 3-2 up after the first leg, away from home against Borussia Dortmund. We've already beaten Barcelona. What I can tell you is that if we get through today, we will play Liverpool. In the other semi-final, it would be PSG versus either Juventus or Manchester United. So, very, very impressive company that we are currently keeping. But Dortmund is the one that's in our way at the moment, so we focus on it. Of course, Moukoko, who we have, used to play for them. If we go into the schedule, you'll see that we've absolutely continued on from where we left off. That one Barcelona loss in the Champions League first knockout game against them was the only real blip really that we've had. I mean, we had one draw earlier in the season domestically in the league against Sporting, but other than that, we've got a sea of green all the way through this season. So I will reiterate to you, whatever happens today, whatever happens for the rest of this particular campaign, we're going to do one more season unless we get to the Champions League final and win it this season. We're going to do one more season just to see if we can absolutely conquer the curse. But for now, we focus on Borussia Dortmund. 3-2 up of the first leg. A good opportunity for us to go through. Domestically speaking, you can see everything else is going absolutely fantastically well. So can we see this game through today? Let's find out. So as much as I can, I keep my first 11 fit and healthy as much as is possible for these big European Champions League matches, because after all, it is the point of the series. This time round, we do have a couple of little issues and one slightly major one. Obviously, we couldn't register everybody because of various registration rules, so Ramos misses out on the registration. Today, Jota is injured only for a couple of days, though, so he'll be back in the squad for the next match, I would imagine. Everton is the bigger one. 7 to 11 days he's out for. He's my left winger usually. It's not going to be too bad. Moreira is a good enough replacement. But yeah, for now, Everton misses out on this particular match. And that's unfortunate in the sense of, as I say, we try and keep our first 11 really, really on fire and in tune for these particularly big matches. Haven't quite managed it. Everybody else is fit and healthy and raring to go, though, so that's really important. So let's see how we get on. And to do that today against Borussia Dortmund at home in the second leg of our Champions League quarter-final, we go with Sanchez in goal, Porro at right back, Benzebaini at left back, Badiashile and Zabarnyi in central defence, Verratti and Tonali in central midfield, Trincao on the right, Moreira on the left, Moukoko and Nunes up top, with a bench of Fiat, Selic, Luis, Bernardo, Goncalves, Simic and Costa. So let's get into today's game and see what happens. So we are going all out for this particular match today. I've pumped the fists. I've said to the players, we're doing really well. We're on a good run. Keep that going. So that's the plan for today. It's going to be a tricky one. Dortmund are a very good team. Obviously, we managed to get a win in their home fixture. They're going to be hurting from that, and they're probably going to come out of the traps quite quickly today. We'll see, but hopefully we've got enough just about to hold on to them. They're in their 4-3-1-2. They've got some really great players, but so have we. I think Verratti and Tonali in midfield are a decent pairing. The likes of Nunes and Moukoko up top are really cool. Trincao I really like on the right-hand side. We've got a new left winger coming in for next season in Rodrigo from Real Madrid. So that's going to be interesting to see how he fits. And it's just for us today, it's about can we take our chances and can we remain defensively sound? Now, something went on there and unfortunately Moukoko couldn't quite finish it out. The goalkeeper did enough to stop that from happening, and Reina takes the ball very, very easily from the goal clearance, and then they have a very long range shot, which was probably good for us. Little bit of a concern that Reina sitting in that pocket between the attack and the midfield can potentially pick up those loose balls with not too much of an issue. We'll see how that progresses through the first half. 15 minutes in, Verratti with a free kick across the box, and the header at the far post goes over the top of the bar. But at least we are beginning to have some chances. Dortmund get theirs as well, but we clear it. Badiashile wins the header very successfully, and we keep possession of the ball pretty well until that point. And then the pass down the line didn't quite meet its target, and Dortmund win the ball back again, gone back to their keeper to switch it from right to left, and we reset our defensive shape, and hopefully we can find another way to intercept the ball at some point. And we do. Verratti, just as I'm saying so, Moreira through to goal, Moukoko, and it hits the woodwork, I think, and comes back out to the goalkeeper. And that was really unfortunate. Really fantastic bit of play. And we were almost in then, but again, showing that we're dangerous. So Dortmund are really aware that they're still in for a big ask here to get past us. It's fairly even in terms of the chances created, the possession of the football. Our XG rating is superior to theirs considerably, considering we've hit the woodwork a couple of times. And now we've got a goal as well. 40 minutes on the clock, and we get a corner kick in from Verratti on this near side, and it's Zabarnyi attacking that near post area, gets above the defenders and powers the ball in the back of the net. And we go 1-0 up on the night, 4-2 up on aggregate. They've now got to score a few goals to get back at us. That gives us a little bit of breathing room. And now it becomes, can we see the game out? We're not going to change anything. I think if I drop off and start trying to play tiki-taka around and just draw them in, eventually they'll find a way to knock us off a little bit. So I'm going to stay on the positive front foot. We're going to still try and play the way that we've been playing over the last few seasons. And so let's see how we go. We're going to go with, let's go with outstretched arms. You're doing brilliantly. Keep going. Just build up the confidence, see what we can do in this second half, and hopefully they can play with a little bit of freedom, and that might unlock an amazing performance. Who knows? Bensebaini tries to put it through to the attacking players again, but it was a little bit too much on that one, and it drifted right the way through to the goalkeeper, unfortunately, but not a bad attempt, to say the very least. It was pretty cool, and that particular clearance has gone through to Sanchez. Hasn't worked out so much for them with Reina in that pocket as much as I thought it might. We have got an injury to Darwin Núñez as he puts it in the back of the net at 46 minutes. I missed that at half-time if it was there. If not, and it's happened in the second half, that's unfortunate. Are they going to goal awarded? They are. We have got a goal. Brilliant clearance from Sanchez. Núñez wins the ball. Moukoko gets it out on this right-hand side to Trincao. Lovely ball in from there. And Darwin Núñez gets on the end of it, puts it in for 2-0 on the day, 5-2 on aggregate. And that means absolutely I'm going to go straight in and remove Darwin Núñez from this particular match. We do not need to be taking chances at all here. And if he's got a little bit of a knock, then for his own benefit, we're going to take him out and protect him for another day. Simic comes in, and he has been doing brilliantly. Let's just go check him out, because it's not one that we talk about an awful lot, but he's got 27 goals in 24 starts and 7 sub-appearances, and 10 assists as well, rotating in this role with Núñez. So brilliantly able deputy for Núñez there. So let's confirm that substitute and go out and continue in the game. Only 48 minutes on the clock, so a couple of minutes into the second half. We've still got most of the second half to play. Dortmund with a chance from a corner kick. We get it partially cleared. Kulusevski's going to pick up the ball and retain possession for them. And we need to get our defensive shape here sorted, because they've reached the byline and there's a good opportunity at the near post. They sweep the ball towards goal, but fortunately Sanchez's positioning was very, very good, and he was in exactly the ideal place for it, and he claimed the ball with no problems. Goal kick is the next highlight for us, but we lose out. Malen on the ball briefly before dropping it back to the Dortmund defence to rebuild their attack up. Emre Can breaking from midfield, and that's a very nice goal from them. Really, really good run by Emre Can. And a good ball through to reach him here. They've still got some great players. I mean, Bellingham's in there, Süle is in there, Emre Can is in there, Malen's in there. There's a good lineup here. And that's a very good finish for 2-1 on the night so far. 5-3 still up on aggregate for ourselves. Can we see this through? I don't want to get too nervy about this. We've still got a bit of an advantage. We have to hold on and see if our football can absolutely take it away from them. Let's see. So we got Dortmund again. And they're going over the top, but Zabarnyi's there. But their attacking midfield and their attacking lineup wins that loose ball. And then Malen really snatches at the shot and it sends it wide from a great distance. 70 minutes on the clock. We're going to pause the game again, make a couple more substitutions, see if we can secure this win a little bit. Verratti and Tonali both on yellow cards. Verratti struggling a little bit with fitness, so we're going to bring Bernardo in for him. And then one of these wide area probably is the other necessary one to change. Trincao has to come out. Goncalves goes in just to give us some extra legs in midfield for that one. And we're going to go and see if we can see out the rest of this particular match. And hopefully we can. 15 minutes to play. Let's hope that we can see this one through and go through to play Liverpool in the semi-finals. But Dortmund aren't done yet. Throwing down the left-hand side. Good opportunity to get cross in. They do. But Sanchez, again, near post, claims the ball well. Settles the play down. Sends the ball up the field. We're going to lose it briefly and then regain it. So good regaining, good interception again down that left-hand side. Moukoko into Simic. Back to Moukoko. The chance comes in for the cross. And there we go. Simic, the guy who comes in and scores goals when Nunez isn't around, does it again for us. He's pushing for a first team place. The likes of Moukoko and Nunez are absolutely a cut above. But this guy really performs well. And so does Costa in the Moukoko role as well. So we've got a good 4-striker squad, to be honest, at the moment, which is really fantastic. Again, it's Dortmund. Again, they're down the left-hand side. And are we going to give away a penalty? Please don't send him off at this point. A suspension to Tonali for the semi-final first leg would be an awful thing. They're checking for the penalty. Penalty awarded. Is he going to get a yellow card as well? He doesn't. He's already on a yellow card. That's a little bit fortunate in that sense. They don't tend to double punish these days as much. But Sanchez does brilliantly well with the penalty and blocks it. And we do get it cleared, but Dortmund come back and Sanchez again comes out and claims the ball. He's having a magnificent game. Most of my team are having a magnificent game, it must be said. And we are looking really, really strong for this semi-final. I'm not quite sure what's happening with my fullbacks. Bensebaini and Porro both having really quite poor games. But everybody else is doing all right as Dortmund pull another one back with 4 minutes of injury time to play. Back to 3-2 on the night, 6-4 on aggregate. Moukoko losing the ball and Dortmund working it very, very well and very quickly through for a Kulusevski chance, and he tucks the ball away. So there's lots of goals in these games. We've had a 3-2 win in the first game. We're 3-2 up in the second game. We've got a couple of minutes left to play. Tonali on the free kick, and he puts it against the crossbar and over the top of the bar, unfortunately. But a really good attempt by him. Can we just see this game through? Dortmund are going to make it difficult. Again, Sanchez, when you really need him to, comes out, claims the ball very well. Waits for the team to set up, sends it down the field, but unfortunately Dortmund win it and they'll counter-attack very quickly again. They've been pushed slightly wide and they get the chance in, but it's blocked, I think, by Zabarnyi out for a corner kick. Piling on the pressure, but there's only seconds remaining and they're still 2 goals behind. I think this one is done. It's been a challenging fixture in a lot of ways. Dortmund were very good, but I think over the 2 games, we deserved to go through. And I think on this particular form, we're looking reasonably good. Now, of course, in theory, 4 seasons in, Liverpool are a step up again. Who knows what their squad is looking like currently? We're going to have to check that out next episode. But we now do get a semi-final against Liverpool in the Champions League. We're getting closer. Can we conquer the curse? Who knows? So, we all know that we're coming back next episode for that semi-final second leg against Liverpool. I can tell you, Manchester United went through also over Juventus to play Paris Saint-Germain in the other semi-final. I can also tell you that Nunes did pick up a little bit of a knock, but it's not a bad one. 5 to 7 days, so he should be fine. So that's pretty brilliant, to be honest. Let's go back into the schedule. You can see at the bottom of the page here, we've got about 5 Premier League matches to go in Portugal, and my second string 11 are basically going to play all of those out because we've already won the league, which is fantastic. We've got the semi-final of the Portuguese Cup second leg as well. We're 2-0 up on the first leg for that one. So in theory, again, we'll be playing the second 11. So the first 11 just have to focus on these 2 games against Liverpool in the Champions League. First, away from home at Anfield. It's always the way round you want it to play your second game at home, but it does mean we have to find a way to still be in with a fight and a chance after that away fixture at Anfield in the first leg. So let's see if we can do that. So join me next episode. The march continues onwards. We are, in theory, 3 games away to conquering the curse. But Liverpool, PSG and Man United stand in the way. And that's going to be a tricky trio to break, isn't it? Anyway, let's see if we can do it. Join me next episode. We'll see what happens there. Till then, thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join my United City community. The more the merrier. Click that like button on this particular episode. That will help me get seen by more people. Until next time, take care of yourselves. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.